actually not bad. A few, look, this new one that you just practiced have more meat to the character, and the location look good. Yeah, the only one thing I can comment is the left hand side horizontal stroke. That one still, it seems like you still have to try very hard to try to make the angle go a bit upward to the right. You still have difficult, but it looked very good this time. Wow, amazing. Let me authorize you to record.
Whoops, I misclicked there. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, getting there. The only one thing, just like I said last week, the tough one is how you can turn the brush. The dot here. Now, how to turn this one like this way instead of, you know, and then you will be okay. Because very hard is the one that the stroke that go up. It's this one. Normally, a lot of people they can up here, they cannot go up all the way. So you need to just make sure you turn the brush, go straight. The way how you did, I saw you can try to twist it. Unlike the one that I just said, I come down and go up right away.
Okay.
Okay, so try to do that. Work on it, work on it. You get it. You're getting there. I can tell.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Okay, I think this week we are doing the 兰亭序, right?
Before you do that, can you, oh, let's see.
Yeah.
This one here, can you show me what that looks like printed?
Okay. I'll do that. In hand printing, right? You're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
I try. Yeah. See this one. Like this. 1, 2.
Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering how on earth.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain to you how. Okay. Now, for this side, and you will see it go this way. So when they go up here, this vertical replacing the 2 dot here, 2 short horizontal.
So the vertical replaces horizontal.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Right? Now, when they go up here, this part, how they do it, 1 up. So this part represent this.
Okay.
Now, when they up here, so represent like this.
Right. Okay.
So now I do it quick. Okay.
Okay, I can sort of see the second and third part of that, but the first part of it,
Okay, I do that slowly here. So
When you're going from the horizontal lines to the vertical line.
this represent
Right.
now when it go link together. Up here. So this represent so they all link circle cycle. Come down here and then 1, 2, and then follow the momentum.
Now, does everyone who knows Chinese, are they going to recognize that character?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Unfortunately, you try away, right? So that was the one that you're missing.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out
how to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about Bruce's homework. So that way, you both can learn from all that. I'm going to open up and share the screen. All right. Now, first of all, this one I would like to say, I won't comment about how good or how things go, how everything should go. I need Bruce to understand. You remember in the beginning when I comment on Alice, practice on one character, that I said Alice now have more meat to the character. So just like if someone they don't eat, they eating disorder, so skinny, so the character doesn't look good. In you look very organized, very tidy, but it's too thin on that because you work so carefully, but unfortunately every single stroke you slowly try to get all the flow.
Right.
And that you don't, when you do that too slow and try to make the move, and then that's how you cannot combine. When I say that, doesn't mean that I say you should not do slow. This is one of the process, the progress, slowly from beginning, moving on to better. So if you want to make your hand slowly move faster, either you want to do the way how I recommend using a pen or using a brush. But in a normal day, what I recommend you to do something like this. I haven't practiced this for a long time, so I might not get the same good result like I did before. But here, you need to hold the brush, try to cycle. Okay, cycle as long as possible. Try to see if you can get all the thickness of the beginning of the stroke, or the other way around. Like that. And using your hand like this. Without putting your arm, your elbow on the table, holding it. Because this is helping you stable your hand. When you want to make sure it won't press down harder, lift up, press down harder, lift up, like you're writing the English, the English alphabet. You have to like this, thin and up, heavy and thin and heavy, like that.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. Try to do something like that. That way you will learn. Your hand will help you a lot. But the same way like for Alice. But this is something that the basic practice, but nowadays not many people willing to spend the time to do that. So the shortcut of doing it, that we do it one character, practice and practice. Just like people, they go to learn singing. Not many people, if they don't want to be a professional, they won't take the vocal training every morning. They just go to karaoke and try to imitate. So that's another way of shortcut of doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So let's move on, because I won't go every single character on yours at this time. So you're watching my video, Bruce, but a couple character, and I can see you might have missing one stroke or two, one dot like that. So take the text that I sent to you and Alice, that individual big high definition, to watch that and compare.
Okay.
Because what you need to do is try to figure out which start or which stroke that was missing. Okay. Like for example, this one, I think Alice had the same, last time had some same, let me stop sharing. Yeah, this character. Now this one have a lot of cycle, especially in this area. Okay, so they do like this. One dot, come up. One, two, three, up. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this time when I send the video, I have a different way of setup. Is that easy to watch now?
Yes.
Okay. And then I believe you can enlarge.
Yes, I can.
And then you can see how my hand move, because I cannot keep it too close. Otherwise, it will blocking my hand. Okay. Let's move on. Now, by the end, then I will talk more about in September our exhibition, because right now I try to organize, try to think what kind of name should I put up, because this is the first time we open. After the COVID-19, I want to have some kind of name that related to something like that to draw people's attention when I'm going to launch the news of my online exhibition, meaning myself and you both together. So I try to create the name, and then I will send an email to you both, and then try to give me some idea which one you like the best, or share your comment.
Okay.
And I will try to work out 4 pieces of artwork for both of you, 4 for Bruce, 4 for Alice. And then you can decide you want to do pieces. I think minimum 2 pieces is good, but I will not give a lot of character in one artwork, probably 4 character, 2 character like that. Make it bigger, but the way how to organize, so you can practice on only a few character like that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's do it. And then beside that, you can enclose your drawing. Like Alice have a lot of scratch and drawing like that. You can share on that, and Bruce the same thing. And I'm thinking right now, might invite one of the guests that he's very good in doing painting. So let's see how I can connect that. Once I get it, so we make it a bit more fun to the whole exhibition. All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's work on it. Now I'm going to continue. Last time where we left. Okay. Yeah. I believe last time we left somewhere the last character. Something like that, right? I believe so. And also let me look at my, yeah, that was the one. And then we'll continue. After teaching this, I will have a video again. And then so you can practice on it. Light, check like this. When it check, then you need to put the vertical to stop this guy continue going forward. So you need like this. When you look at the way how the text, Master Wong, he have both ends. He's round up. He had light in here, but heavy on the bottom. So those are the things that we need to pay attention. I would like to say the structure, the way how he did, is not the outfit itself, because this one you can do it very nice like this way. But he doesn't care because he's doing a very natural and moving fast. So he's not talking about the outfit, but the smooth, the movement. Okay, so I won't be able to do it with this brush, the way how I stand up to make it perfect. But I try to bring all the attention, the important thing that you need to know about this. Second one, this character means myself or self, first party. Now the next one, you will see he, like I said, his way, the trend that he do, they're always from the left to the right, moving upward this way very much. The same thing like this one. Compress, sit up this way. And up here also. Quick, and then pull. Let's do that again. So make sure when you do this one, especially this part, it's not like mine. Mine is just over. You basically have a little bit of up, like round like this. Here very light because it go fast. Okay. Yeah, I can see Bruce and Alice do the same thing. Okay, now I sit down. I want to watch both of you to do it again so I can see. So Bruce, you do first, yeah. Okay, stop right there. When you finish, let me show you how to do the first, the mouth on the top. The mouth on the top, he do it like this. He's not like you just go straight vertical like that. He did not. He just light and press heavy. So you can see he very short. First of all, when he finish this, and then he go up, he have a little bit of like that. Okay, let's do that again. So very compressed and heavy on this angle down. When you finish here, it move. So this one up, out, if you can pay attention, it just over and then come down here. And also compress. Don't have a lot, not too many space. Don't do something like that. No, too much of space. Basically like this, inside like this. But he is going reverse. Normally the ducktail we do it like this, right?
Mhm.
But he do the other way around. He reverse, come down this way. All right, let's do that. So Alice, you do it for me so I can see.
Okay.
All right, now you get the shape, but the last stroke that you do it too, press down too fast. For example, and then you press, you light from here, but you right away, too heavy here. So basically, it's what you should do like up. If gradually like this, but not heavy. Let's do that again. See, gradually here, and then you reverse. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Bruce, just because you're doing that reverse a bit too slow, that's why you have some challenge, but that needs some practice. Not to worry. Do slowly, and then you can move fast.
Oops.
Yeah, when Alice, when you just try to do the reverse, you lift up the brush a bit too fast. You're just doing almost like the bamboo leaf, like you're too fast. If you go, yeah, press and then come down this way. See, you have light, slowly, heavy, very heavy, and then you reverse it.
Can't really see what you're doing there. The camera's
Oh,
shifted.
sorry. Okay.
I think your camera's shifted too. There we go.
Now, if you do it light and then heavy and then pull too fast, it's like a leaf, a bamboo leaf. No, you need to push slowly and then heavy, here heavy, and then you come reverse this way. The shift should be like this way. So slowly heavy and come down. Okay, so what I try to do is, let me outline it for you both. See, light, heavy, 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 very heavy, and then come down this way. The same thing when you do the ducktail this way, you get used to, because our hand just naturally go this way, easy. But try to flip it down. So that needs some practice. Slowly, happy, happy, happy. And then flip down this way. Okay? Next one. Now, this one will be the one that negative, no, say no. Light. And when you light, press down heavy, and then go quick, reverse. Make sure, Alice, the end, you always need to reverse this way. Now, here's the center line. When you reverse it, go this one first, and then finish up. Heavy, light. So here's the center line. So let me look. Okay, he not doing this way. This last stroke, he's doing the other way around. Let me show you. That's how he did. Now he go light, heavy, go out this way. Yeah. So this, how to do this stroke: light, heavy, and pull back fast. So this technique, this style, there's the name for it. It's called 章草。章，文章的章，草书的草，章草的蜡是这样子。Okay, so Bruce, this stroke have a name called 章草. It's the style of the speed hand writing. 章 is the name of the style. 草 means speed handwriting. Like this. More happy. This one more better. Happy like this. Okay. You go. Then come down. Light and then heavy here. When the heavy finish with this, and then the mouth. And he round up very quickly. He did not even do a lot of things. He just let it go. But this mouth is opposite triangle, triangle like this. Light and heavy come up. Now you can see he have follow, because after that he have another character follow to do it. That's why you can see. And then up here. So when you do it, you need to see before and after, prior to start the writing. If you just finish one and you just think, oh, he just do it like that, then you finish. No, this true word, when you practice, you need to know, tell yourself, it's all together. For example, you don't stop right there. You finish this one before you go to another one. Otherwise, you won't see the momentum. Okay? This two is very hard to do it because you do it very quick. And Bruce, the one that you are practicing right now, the mouth is too small.
Too small?
Yeah, if you look at that, it took almost 1/3. It's slightly bigger than 1/3 of the one from the left.
Okay, so make it a little bit bigger there.
Yeah. Yeah, let me see how Alice do. Okay. That's not bad at all. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, Bruce making note. That's good. All right, the next one. Now, this character, they have repeated about 20 times, 80 to 20 times. This one, this is the one that I keep saying that. They have so many different ways of handling it. Remember all this? Now, this one that you're going to do is different than all this. It basically, we're all talking about the dot here. And basically, he's doing this one. Like this kind of shape. So what that means? Dot. So let's do that. So he have, mine is not good enough because this is too small, it's too big. So it's supposed to be like this. Yeah, so now you can see. So when you, in your mind, you have this kind of shape, then you know what to do. And also make sure that this one, he did not go all the way like me to parallel. He basically is a bit more inside, and then it go this way. And the center lines here. See, half this way. And when he do the reverse, he did not like the other one before, the one that you just practice. But long, no, he did not. He just do it very quick, short. Very short like that. And heavy. Instead of like this, prolong. So many ways, so many different style. Yeah, let me see how Bruce doing first. Not bad, Bruce. Not bad. Okay. You see, this one, like I said, when you try to appreciate the way how Wang Xizhi doing things, that you will understand many of the stroke he did not do it very perfectly because he do like a kid, he do it very natural, like this one. You can see he's happy. Okay, and happy here, and then he lift up. He probably have second stroke. That's why you can see if you have one side by side and up. So if you're asking me, how do we do that? When we practice, if we can imitate to the best, it's fine. But if not, do it natural, the way how to form a perfect stroke, the best you can. Okay. Now, when you finish here, you go, and then hit up here, and you have one down, follow, round up, reverse. You have a little curve up here and dot. See, when he do the dot, he very natural, but he still can able to make all around evenly in the center. This stroke is like this, fast. Again. This reverse up.楼即这样子，老子这样子。 light, come down, heavy, moving to the right, and then when finish this, come down here, vertical, reverse, cycle. Like that. So now, this cycle is something that makes yours and his different. So what we can do, when you do the cycle here, I do the cycle is left and right very evenly sharing the empty space. But when he did, he wasn't that way. He come down here. Basically, he have the left hand side more space and the right hand side they are closer. So let me try to do it. Up. This is what he did. So when you're doing a speed handwriting, doing all the circles, sometimes you might not able to do it perfectly round. This one is mean Chinese, China. But when you're doing fast, you're doing like this. Or people doing this way. Because the fold here, depend on, right? You come down here and go up. It's all by the momentum, how the way you move. So remember, we're working on this character. Yeah, Alice, when you do this, I can see you doing one stroke at a time, then you're watching and you go the second stroke down, watching it until your mind know how the flow go.
Okay.
One stroke. Otherwise, when you look at yours, you will see they all separate. The head and the body is all not linked together, right? So when do something like that, especially handwriting, you need to watch it carefully and in your mind to say, hey, I have this, the hand go like this. And when you practice in it, you just go one stroke, even though it's not perfect, it's fine. But you want to get the slope, the flow smoothly. Okay. Yeah, Bruce is okay for that. Yeah. You want to try one more time, Alice?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'd rather you do something like that. And then now when you're watching it, you will see what's wrong and where's wrong with this character. And I'm going to show you and Bruce have the same similar error. Let's talk about the one that Alice I just saw. Okay. Now, you both have doing the top part very well square triangle. But when come down here, doing the circle, because not get used to it, it's too small. Now, when you do something like that, if you do slow, and then in your mind, like I said, you need to know here always it's a natural by our hand, our physical. When we want to do the stroke horizontal, unless you have to control your hand very well to make it horizontal. Otherwise, normally we just go They always go from left to right, upward. It's the same thing with here, upward. Like a Z. If you try to make it so square like this, it doesn't look natural. But when you're doing the hand printing, yes. But you're doing fast handwriting, because when we move from left to right, our hand naturally go this way, right? That's fine. When you finish this, come down here. Now, when you want to move this stroke, how your brush go? Because what I try to do, if you go straight down and your brush still come down, right? And then you move. Now you can see you have a sharp turning this way. This one is thicker than here because when you're moving down, this is physical I'm talking about now. Because I did not turn my hand, I did not turn my wrist, I just let it flow naturally. Okay. And let it flow naturally, come down. So when you move it, you will see the brush, the hair go. So this is people, they will look at how your brush go. Some master, they like to do it this way. Come down here, you go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this. But it's very hard for your hand moving so much cycle.
What does that character look like hand printed?
Okay. That is the earth. Very simple, only 3 strokes. Let's do the one first. The top one, horizontal, short horizontal. In the middle, you go up, and then you go like this. Now, see?
Okay.
So when you're doing the hand printing, you want to make sure the bottom, they have strong base to hold the load. But when you're doing fast, then you are not looking for this. You're looking for, not only looking for the stable and strong, but you're looking for the flow. Okay, Bruce?
Right.
Yeah. How about you, Alex? Okay.
Yeah.
Next one. Okay. This one is a tough one. Only a few strokes, but very tough. Let me find a location that more spacing. This one you will see it a lot in all the textbook because this one is very hard to do. You should do this one first, like this way, up. Center line. And then, oh, I forgot this one. Now, if there's one like this, then this one is different. Let me do it again. You need to go all the way. You cannot just finish here. This one is very difficult. Why? If you look at, you see, I don't even have everything right in the center. This come up here. Why? This is a difficult one. Because you cannot put everything all like that. For example, I try to do it close very much here. But when you do it fast, then you are not 100% every single time you can get it that way. Why it doesn't look good. So we're talking about the flow. Go 1. And you shift the heavy stuff on the left, the right hand side this way to make sure that they are evenly share the space. Okay? Even though you look at Master Wong, he did it this way. He very out here. He had everything in one end. This one also need the flow. Do again, Bruce. You want to practice, Alice?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Bruce, you getting there? The last stroke, Alice, make it a bit longer, better.
Okay.
Just slightly longer. Okay. Now, later on, I'm going to share something with you that when I participate one of the gathering event that was hosted by Hong Kong, one of the famous guy in Hong Kong. He shared some of his idea, how he created his artwork, stuff like that. And this is something I want to share. And then I was the guest, so on my first time, so I did not comment a lot. I just listened. But he had one 4-feet article, artwork. I try to buy some time because too wet. So the 4 feet of artwork that he has, that he's writing on fast hand writing. So he's talking similar idea that I said when we're writing the fast hand writing. So there are 6 words to cover the whole thing: thick, thin, large folding, small folding, and close and loose. Remember all that? This 6 words describe how you organize. So he doing follow the rules. And I don't go detail on all that. 2 things that I want to talk about that a lot of people have the same mistake like him. He had a few characters with the 3 dots, like the water. So what I want to say, I want to share with you that the same mistake that when people want to make it big font, so he enlarged the space occupied. The 3 dots go like this. And then it finished here. What happened is he make it too much. And then he occupy a second row, second column. And then when he finished this column and it go to here, then this 3 dots, because they over occupy, he make it big, and then he take up some space. Then he have no choice to try to compress this character. But this character basically is very complicated, have a lot of stroke. So what I try to say here, this is example that when you want to make a big font, still try to hold within your, because each character have their own space. You over a little bit is fine. But if your space is all the square, for example, the square is 4 inch by 4 inch, you try to occupy 40, it's fine. But if you occupy 4 inch by 4 inch plus another one on the next column, that's a problem. Because people sometimes they might not even know this dot, it belongs to here or belongs to here. Okay, so he purposely want to make it a better contrast that he causing himself for the space. And second thing I want to talk is when he finished and he put the stem, he did the stem originally very well, but the last comment that he said that make me worry. Why? He had the 2 stem on the top right hand side here, and then his own stem on the bottom of his name. That's perfect. Of course, because he tried to make it contrast, so he have some part in here have a big empty space. Because of the column, the character. And then here down here, he have a character that pulling a long vertical. And the next one have a small. So he also have some empty space here. And have a big empty space here. And this one is vertical, 4 feet. So the empty space with the long vertical stroke is on the bottom. The small one, so have empty space here. But this one is in the second or third row of the character, have a big empty space here. And he just say, well, when we finish, if we want to put 1 more stem or 2 more stem on the artwork, is fine. Then you need to find the space to put it where it belongs to. And I thought that he would put something up here. But it's not. It just say to put in the bottom. And that's make me worry, because you want to, when you have an artwork like that, you want to draw people's eye attention on the eye level or slightly low. But you don't want to, when you finish everything, you have, especially when you have empty space, you want that red stem, red seal to sit there to fill up the space, but also still let people's eye focus on the same, on the body of your artwork. Instead of suddenly you have a red stem on the bottom, it's almost finished, the last character. You want to draw people's eye to the bottom, or you want to draw people's eye on the empty space to cover the space. So this is something that I want to share, because when we put the stem, not only try to tell people about who making it, you, like Bruce or Alice, this is your work. You want people to see. And then the stem on the top right-hand side, you want people to know, hey, that is in Chinese, we call the stem of the beginning. Normally in the first, between the first and second character in between. So he did all that right, follow the rule. But the last one, when he comment, he said, you can put the one on the bottom. I just said, oh, that's worrying me. So you have an empty space like that, you can put a stem. Try to occupy a little bit, but you want to draw people's attention, just say, hey, you find it, but you cover it, make it good. and the red stem also can try to enhance a little bit of the aesthetic view. Okay, so don't make the same mistake like that. Like another one that I saw, a big wall to wall from ceiling to bottom. I would like to say that one probably about at least 15 feet height and 6 feet width, a big drawing. And in Chinese, when we do a painting, we try to not to put the your description about the painting too big a fonting, because basically they want to talk about the landscaping, want people to see the landscaping. It's not about your calligraphy. So the master who did that one, very nice. But when he finished that, because that piece of artwork is too high on the top, so he did not bother to put any stem on the top. I understand, because people won't see it from the top of the ceiling, about 15 feet, right? Then he tried to put the stem somewhere, but he doesn't know where to put. The way how I look at that, he put one here and one there, all over the places. So that is also something that we need to understand. If we don't have space, we rather not to put it, especially a big piece like that, 15 or 16 feet high, 6 feet wide, and your description, every single description, no bigger than my thumb size. So your stem will be very small.
That's what I found with the painting I just finished. I was thinking about putting a second stamp on it, but I just couldn't find an appropriate space for it, so I had to leave it out.
Yeah. So later on, I will talk about that. Sometimes if you have the font is so small, but the piece is so big, and you want to pick, because with a small stem, make the whole piece of artwork look terrible. Mm-hmm. But if you suddenly you have a big stem on it, also screw it up. Then what you can do, so I find a way myself. I don't see it on the book, on any textbook, but later on I'm going to share with you all. Then I try to write a description, find a location that's good, write a description in a small fonting. But I'm going to make one square if I want to put the big stem there. Mm-hmm. I try to write all the description and leave our space that it seems like a tailor just for the big stem. Then it looked like another small picture or small description, design for that space, but so matching.
So on my painting, I'll just show you.
Yeah. Honest, the one that you just did, I can see that one is not bad at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I have put maybe a small stamp right in here with the calligraphy?
Yeah, you can put that. Now for your artwork, like I said, a lot of you put all the article, every single character in the paint. Okay. Mm-hmm. That is, like I just said, in Chinese painting, the rules, we try not to put too many description in the drawing, because this is a landscaping, okay. A landscape drawing. So since you did it already, yeah, you can put a stamp on the bottom, the empty space. Yeah, but next time try. No.
Someplace? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somewhere right underneath of the last character. You have about 2 character space left, right?
Now, can I put my name in there also, even though I haven't?
Oh no, you already have your name on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The name of your name on the bottom is a perfect fine. Okay. Now, one thing that I comment in your painting is not because you have a lot of empty space on the skies, mm-hmm. So you put the description there. So that is something that I similar idea that I just said. You can create a space like that, but still too much of character. If you're asking me, too much of character in that space. Okay. Otherwise, the setup is not bad at all. Okay. If you let a lot of artists, they will look at that. They say, hey, you put too much of character on it or description on it.
Okay,
Mm.
all right.
I rather that space that you have some eagle or bird flying, you know, to cover the space better than put. This is about 60, 80 something character in that space.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, move on. Okay, this character, they have the top stroke and the bottom stroke. And then they're gonna link both together like this. And then they finish here. So this character basically is very hard to do it in a right way. So in your mind, first of all, you need to set up some kind of vertical for yourself, right? So when I have a vertical line in the center of myself, so I can follow, so I can do it even like this. So now I'm gonna do it without the vertical line. Okay, so why I keep mention emphasize the center line is important. Once you have that in your mind, you look at the space, your brain start setting up the vertical line or the center line, then you can do it without a problem. And then you know the top horizontal should be not as wide as the bottom one. So that's how it goes. This character, basically, in the original, you won't see any different, anything the same, but this is the way how the old way to do it. It's the same. Okay, Bruce.
Okay.
Now, Master Wong, how he did this one. Light again. He always start with light, press, and then he move this way. Now this one he did it a little bit different, and he'll come up here, heavy in here, and off to the left, up, heavy here, and then he come up here, yeah, and move. He have separate empty space, quite a bit of empty space here. So let's do that again. So he go 1,
You're a little off screen there now.
okay. So the way how it's supposed to be is if you want to make it perfect, so this is the center line, this is the center line, then you should be, everything is under the same roof, right? This cover. But there are many different ways of doing it. You can do this way like him, offset, or some people, they do it this way. They totally off on one end. It did not have a long stroke. But this way is not very recommended because I don't see a lot of text. They do that. I do see a few. Why we cannot do something like that? Because you have one character. Similar. So some people, if they do something like that, the ear, this is the ear. When you do a hand writing fast, it will do it this way. Or cover without the two stroke, without the horizontal. Just go like this. So when people do something like that, so when we try to, before we do any work, we have to check the dictionary. Again, my recommendation, don't try to create your own style. I think that's cool because they have a reason for that when they change it. Okay. All right, so this one again. Dot. This one have a little bit also reverse like that. So I have a dot on the diagonal this way, and then lift up. It's not very big, but slightly reversed. And also you can see they extend a bit longer out here. So the angle Alice is not high enough. See? Here, let me do this dot. High up here. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So how about Bruce? Now, Bruce, a little bit too close on the dot, between the dot and the second stroke.
Okay.
Now, when you have the dot, and then follow up with this stroke, you are too close. You should have empty space. Come down. No, mine's no good either. Here. Right? Empty space. If you're too close, it's too tight.
Right.
寄卷情 Yeah, this one. He have heavy on this and light. Now this one is thin but too quick. So what he is all supposed to have a dot, but he just forget. Don't bother. He just go up. So let's do that again. Now he have this one up high, come down. Of course, I'm doing too much, too fast. Let's do that again. So his second horizontal a little bit like a curve up and down. Yeah. Yeah, the first one, Bruce, you're missing one dot, I think, or the dot was on the offside, right? The top one. Yeah. Oh, you have a dot. Yeah.
Yeah, the dot there. Oh,
Okay. Okay, let me explain over here a little bit. Maybe the way how I write, so you pick up the wrong message. Look, at this angle, basically he did not really go all the way like this, like me doing it. He start with light and press down, and then he turned down right away. But he have this stroke down very quick, like this. So, like this. Can you see it? Yeah. Light. I have here light. Okay.
mhm.
Good. Mean tired. How? Like this, up here. Then this one turn. It have a little bit of reverse heavy here. Open up wide. Yeah. And then light, very thin. And then you have this one is a long check to the left like this. And he could do it so smoothly. I will redo it again because I'm too tight here. When you finish here, you go the reverse like this. So I'm going to do it again to find the space, the dry space. So light, pattern heavy, go like that. You go here, stop, up. Now, this one far away a little bit. Mine, it before was too close. Of course, don't practice the way how I did on the easel board, okay? It looked terrible to me either. Just try to tell you how you should start with your brush and then how to reverse that way. Very compressed here, long. Means I just mentally feel so tired. Okay, that's what he just say. And then up, and this one he go down this way. It's not the same like this one now. So one. Now this time he do it different way. He have so many way of doing it. Sometimes we do one stroke, second stroke, 3 stroke, and come up. But now you do this one and come up. When you have the text in front of you, you will see. When he do this, have the hook like that, that means he have the vertical, horizontal, and come down here. Okay, so when you see something like this, so the sequence is horizontal, vertical, cycle. Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Bruce, did you also print out the one that I sent over to you both, the high definition? So you can, especially the one with all the grid, right? The grid line, so you can follow.
Okay.
Because if you look at that one A4 piece paper, you will missing some of them.
Mhm.
That's why right now I try to encourage everyone to enlarge the fonting as much as possible. You can see all the move.
Right.
So for the previous word at the bottom here, how come he has two?
Yeah, he
Like-
just doing fast and they combine together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing too fast and thick. You see, it's supposed to be like this, right? But when they're doing so fast and so thick, okay. The something like 江河3点水1 2 3 you will always like missing that. Does that make sense?
So that for this one here, should we follow what you did, or should we try to?
Now, when we like as kids, we want to practice, want to copy, we do exactly the way as close as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I look at this one, basically what he is doing like this. I will out my eye now. Okay. So what I try to do it slowly for you. For this one. Now, basically, he did is up. It come down here, and then he go this. Okay, so like 1. He's nothing wrong. For example, if you do it, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And he lift up like this. In fact, just if you do it like this, so you need to understand how the structure. So if he doing so fast, he moving this one in, and then he start with a new stroke, and he reverse the brush, so you can see a little bit here. Okay.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So any question?
Nope.
So far, okay.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm going to work on all those artwork for you both. Okay. So I'll keep myself. Then I send it over to you, and then you practice.
Okay.
And then hopefully we do a good job this time. Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah. You have, when you guys practice something, you have some challenge, just send me a text or email me. I need to push you both to the best.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.